Hello, welcome to today's intro. Look at this. What on earth was that? I'll show you again. Look at this. Morris plays the ball out to Anderson, who just passes the ball straight into his own goal. Why? We still managed to draw 2-2 against Celtic in that game, even though we did that. Football Manager is strange sometimes. Let's go on with the episode. Yes, hello, welcome in to 11am Sports here for the Killie boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content. And if you missed the last episode, go back and see. You can see the results here. Look, I'm ruining it for you. We won 7-0 in aggregate against Shamrock Rovers in the second round of the Europa Conference League thing. And since then, we played 3 games. We beat Motherwell 2-0 thanks to Nketiah and Darren Anderson. Anderson getting some goal-scoring form after getting one against Shamrock. Got another against Motherwell. We then lost against St Mirren thanks to a 93rd minute goal from Ryan Hodge. And you know what? I'm going to have to show you this one as well because it was another crazy, crazy goal. So here comes the goal for them. From the free kick, the ball hit Hodge. It just bounced off one of my players, it looked like. I'll show you again. So you see, free kick comes in, Hodge hits it, and it bounces off a player and goes into the goal. And that was in the 93rd minute, which meant we lost that game against St Mirren. Yet again, St Mirren proving to be a sticking point for us. And then we drew against Celtic. You saw the stupid own goal from Darren Anderson, but we got a 2-2 draw thanks to goals from Jovic and from Bobby Thomas. And that leaves us in this position in the Scottish Premiership. We're in third. We're 10 points behind both Celtic and Rangers going into the last 5 games. We're not going to catch them. It's as simple as that. We're 8 points ahead of Hibs. It's likely we're going to stay ahead of them. We're kind of in no man's land for the rest of the season, which is disappointing indeed. However, we do have some Europe to talk about, so that is what we will do today. We play against Dundalk 2 legs. The game in between appears to be a Scottish Cup weekend or something like that because there's no game scheduled for it. So both games back to back against Dundalk. You don't have any wee update in between to have to do. You can see the Championship group has been drawn as well. We play St Mirren, Hibs, Dundee United, and then finish the season with Celtic and Rangers. As often as the case, it hasn't happened in the last few years, but certainly at the start of our career here at Kilmarnock, it was always Celtic and Rangers the last 2 games of the season. But let's get into this first game against Dundalk today. We're away in Ireland again for the first leg and then at home in the second leg, and I'll show you the team for this game. So here is the team we're going to go with for the game. Morris in goal, Thomas and Anderson, as always, at centre-back. Magalhaes on the right, and we're going to play Sibley at left-back today because Guerreno's kind of struggling. He said he needed a rest to their fitness team, so we've given them the week off. Stacey alongside Velasquez is going to be our midfield partnership because we have an injury to Vlalic, and other players like Pena aren't registered, if you remember, for this competition. Jovic at attacking midfield, Galacci on the right-hand side, giving Lambert a wee break, and Nketiah on the left, and Crenetta up front. And as we go through this match, you remember we played against Dundalk last year in this competition. I think we won one leg and then it was very close in the second leg. I think maybe a draw, they might have beaten us. It was close anyway, but we got through and we're hoping to do the same again. They're playing 5 at the back, 3 in midfield and 2 up front, so hopefully this formation does well up against that. And we'll see how we do. An early highlight here, Dundalk playing in the white, us playing in our blue and white stripes, as we often do. Galacci with it into Velasquez here. We've got the overlap on the left hand side if we need it. Sibley finds it through to Crenetta, and there we go. 5 minutes on the clock. We are at 1-0. Crenetta was the 33rd goal of the season. We are amazing. Quite simple for us in the end. Velasquez gets the ball and finds Nketiah. Nketiah collects it and finds Sibley, who just dinks it forward first time to Crenetta, who just a wee touch, and it's a goal. 1-0 Killie. Stacey with the ball here, finds Galacci and Magalhaes on the overlap, and he goes down the line. We're kind of punishing the fact they've only got one man out there. Magalhaes with the ball again, it deflected off, and Crenetta heads it over. Yeah, we've got our winger and our fullback playing very attacking on each side, so it's kind of a 2-on-1 all the time up against their wing back, which is always going to be beneficial for us here. You can see Sibley's in acres of space on the left-hand side if we switch the ball. Indeed we do. And Sibley's got the ball here and he comes forward with it. He's not even an out-and-out wing-back. He's a midfielder playing at left-back for us. But he come forward, Sibley. Will he get challenged? No. He goes into the box. Can he swing it into the back post? Galacci into Jovic, and that's 2 after 14 minutes. And Killie up 2-0. This could be another demolition job of an Irish side. Sorry for any Irish people watching at home, but we are destroying your sides here in this competition. You see Sibley gets down the line, the ball goes across, Galacci gets away from his man, heads it into Jovic, who's unmarked, and the keeper just kind of falls over in the box, and we win. We are winning, I should say, 2-0. It's a corner kick from Dundalk here, swung in, and Graham Lynch has scored his first goal of the season. I'm very happy that we have been able to offer him that first goal of this season. I'm not quite sure what happened. I will need to watch this replay. Doran swings in the corner kick. The keeper comes for it, but doesn't get there, and Lynch tucks it into the open goal. And that's 2-1. That was Dundalk's first real attempt on goal, the first highlight of their game anyway. And we're still up 2-1, thankfully. Doran swings in another corner here, and it's swung in. It's headed away by us and Crenetta, and Clancy's on his own on this halfway line here. Crenetta comes out to it, but the ball's played in toward Lynch, and Lynch plays it straight to Velasquez, who threads it through to Crenetta, who's one-on-one with a defender here. Can he finish? He can not. It's straight at Talbot in the Dundalk goal, and it's still 2-1 here. We've reached half-time, still being 2-1 up. We maybe should make a few changes, because I say we're happy with the way everything's going. There's some players not playing particularly well. I'm looking at players like Nketiah's on a 6.5, Stacey Velasquez in 6.9s. I mean, you can't really complain about 6.9s normally. But against a team like Dundalk, nothing against them. I was hoping we'd play a little bit better. So Booker can come on the left-hand side for Nketiah, and Jovic, though he's played well, he's kind of a wee bit down on his feet. So we'll bring on Ryan Hamill to play for the last half an hour in this game here. McLaughlin with a free kick for Dundalk. Gallagher is fouled. The referee's running away, I'm assuming, to go and watch VAR, where he's likely going to give a push from Magallanes on the attacking player. Magallanes is already on a yellow, so he'll probably get a second yellow card, which will mean he'll be sent off. This could be an interesting last half hour of this game if that is the case. But they have checked. It is a penalty. Does that mean that Magallanes gets sent off? No, he doesn't get a yellow. It's just a penalty kick. So Dundalk have a chance to get back in the game here. Clancy steps up to take it, and it's threaded past Ryan Morris in our goal there. Joe Clancy's first goal this season. What is it? How have they got through competitions if none of their players have scored goals? But that's his first goal of this season past Morris there. It's 2-2. We've got 2 away goals, which is always good, but we would like to have won the game. I'm going to demand more from the team for the last 20 minutes and see what happens. The answer is not a lot. There's 5 minutes to go and there's not much happening, to be honest. We'll take off Velasquez and bring on Eduardo Pena to play in the midfield there. But there's 2 minutes left in the game. Magallanes with the throw-in into Galacci and Stacey finds Pena. Not quite. Clancy heads it away and Hunt comes away with the ball now. And can Dundalk break away? They don't really have many players forward. And Thomas intercepts it to Pena and Booker finds Galacci, and Magallanes overlaps if he wants to use him, but instead he cuts in field, finds Pena and Booker hits it, and that would have been a cracking goal if it went in, but it was over the bar, and unfortunately not a goal. The ball's cleared from the goal kick, but Booker wins it. Crenetta has it now. What's he going to do with the ball? He comes forward and he loses it, passes it straight to the opposition, and the ball's cleared away, but Anderson collects it, but he gives it away to Carty, and can Carty win it for Dundalk late? Oh, he can. Goodness me, that's where all the goals have been. 8 for Carty this season, and he does a Carty wheel as he wheels away to celebrate, and they've won 3-2 somehow after dominating this first half. That whole start of the game, certainly most of the game we've dominated, and it's come away. Just silly mistakes. The keeper with a poor mistake to give away the first goal from the corner kick. A penalty gives away that, and then Anderson gives away the ball there, and the Dundalk win this game 3-2. They have snatched that from the jaws of defeat. Look at the statistics. We've had 68% of the ball, 15 shots to 6. Our expected goals is 1.7 compared to the 1.3. We should have won that game, and we have not. That is poor play from the team, and I'll make sure they know that as I tell them here that you are not good enough, and they seem motivated from it. Goodness me, a 3-2 defeat. Hopefully when you come back for the second leg in just a second, we play a lot better than that. 3-2, I can't believe that after we were dominating so well. And we lose that game 3-2. That is disappointing. But let's forget about it. We'll get to the next game and we'll win that one. 2 away goals is always positive. Well, that's not good. Ryan Morris, our goalkeeper, is out for 4 weeks, which means he's going to miss most of, if not all of, the rest of the season, which is not ideal at all, and it obviously means he's going to lose we're going to miss him for the second leg of our Europa Conference League. Disappointing indeed, but we'll see how we get through it. Just piling on the misery. That's all it is. Right, so here we are for the second leg up against Dundalk after losing 3-2 in the first leg. Aston Villa beat Atalanta 2-0 in their first leg. Hertha beat Nice 2-0. Remember, we play the winner of Hertha or Nice. And Hearts lost to Sevilla 2-1 at Tynecastle. Tough game for them to go away to Sevilla to try and get a win there. We'll see what they can do, though. We'll go to the team selection. And now I've got to deal with this problem of no Ryan Morris. Well, here we go. This is a team we're going to go with no goalkeeper on the bench for us because we don't have enough registered. So Jamie McGowan gets to play at goalkeeper again for us. Remember, I think he played one European game for us last year as well. So he's getting to do that today. Duran will be our keeper. Felipe Duran will be our keeper in the league. But unfortunately, he's not registered for this competition because spaces and stuff like that. So McGowan is our goalkeeper. Thomas and Anderson at the back. Magallanes and Guerrero at fullback. Guerrero comes back after he was taking some time off for some fitness. Stacey alongside Velasquez in the midfield. Jovic just in front. Lambert on the right and Ketia on the left. And Creneta up top. We need to win. Let's hope we can. Here we go. First highlight of the game. Talbot clears it for Dundalk. Carty heads it on, but Thomas collects, finds Stacey, and McGowan gets a touch of the ball. Look at that. He looks very confident in that goal, doesn't he? Our one-star goalkeeper. Magallanes with it on the right finds Jovic. Jovic drives forward with it. What's he going to do with the ball here? Lots of men in the middle. He tries to play it toward Nketiah, but it's intercepted. And Velasquez finds Jovic and Nketiah comes across the field. And what's he going to do? He hits it from range, and it's wide of the goal. And it's still 0-0 here. Still one down, remember. After the first leg, Lambert swings the ball in from a free kick here and it's headed away. Jovic will collect it, but we do have 2 away goals, so that's always good. Just means we need to be drawing. If we get 1 goal, we do go through at this stage. Lambert with the ball again, finds Nketiah into the middle. Jovic with the ball and it's out for a corner kick. It's a throw in here from Dundalk on the right hand side. It's thrown toward Martin. He plays it back to Daly and the ball's cleared forward, but Stacey heads it to Lambert. And Lambert has the ball and can he do something with it? Finds Nketiah on the left hand side. Nketiah drives into the box, hits it. Jovic gets a rebound and it's a goal from Ljubo Jovic. After Nketiah drove in that left hand side, it was very, very nice play from him. And we are now up 1-0. You see Nketiah gets the ball here on the left hand side, drives in, hits it, bounces off the keeper, and Jovic finishes it nicely. Dundalk haven't had a shot yet in this game, which is good. We're winning 1-0, having lost 3-2 away from home, so we do go through in away goals at the moment. So if it stays as it is, we are through, but we would like to get a few more goals. Jovic played the ball forward there, but it did get cleared away. Thomas intercepts, back to Jovic. He's kind of been integral so far in this game, Jovic, so he has Nketiah threaded it to Magallanes, and acres of space. What's he going to do? Plays the ball into towards Velasquez, who hits on the volley. That was like a Di Canio-esque volley. It bounced off the post and went across the goal and out. That was nearly a cracking finish from him, but we're about to reach half-time and we're still up 1-0. We're going through 3-3 on aggregate. Talbot with a goal kick, the first highlight of this second half. Thomas has intercepted it. He finds Magallanes, and can we come down this right-hand side? Lambert with it in lots of space. He drives forward, keeps coming. Gets challenged by Doran. He's already on a yellow. This could be a second yellow. He could be sent off. It gives us advantage. He certainly has been sent off. Dundalk down to 10 men for the last half hour here. They're going to play the one up front. This should be done for us now. Lambert to take this free kick from the 18-yard line. Will he curl it round the wall? Let's see. He does it. Bounces off the outside of the post. One effort from Lambert. But this looks like the sort of game that we should comfortably win now. Even if it just stays as it is, it's fine, But 23 shots to none, and they still haven't scored more than 1 goal, which is very disappointing indeed. I'm going to make a couple more substitutions. Velasquez can come off, he's not been playing that great, and Luis Sibley can come on for him. And Creneta's not played well, so Jesus De La Rosa can come on up front. Our Mexican, who's not played a lot since we've signed Eddie Nketiah. And there's another highlight here with 5 minutes to go. Talbot clears it. Sibley wins it though. Finds De La Rosa. It goes out to Nketiah on the left-hand side. What's he going to do? He swings it into the box. Jovic heads it. And it's, off the outside of the post / Lambert's head. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Pena, who has come on for Magallanes at right back, throws it in. Stacey collects it. Finds Sibley. Back to Stacey. Stacey into Pena again. Pena is going to go down the line. It gets challenged in the box, but it's not a penalty. Lambert swings it in toward Guerrero at the back post. There's a chance here, and what a finish from Hector Guerrero. His first goal of this season. That might be his first goal ever for us. Goodness me, it is his first goal because he's only been here, or starting games since January, I should say. Pena could have given away a penalty there to Dundalk, but not quite. The ball swung over by Lambert. Guerrero takes a touch, hits it at the front post, and that's a beautiful finish. Winning 2 now. Even if Dundalk score a goal, we're through now. That's much more comfortable. 27 shots to none. 75% of the ball, and we've only won the game 2-0. But win the game 2-0 we have. That's all that matters. Phew. We're through. Thank goodness. And looking at the other games around the ground, Nice went through on away goal rules against Hertha, so that's who we play in the next round. Aston Villa got through on penalties after winning their, or losing their second leg, I should say, 2-0 against Atalanta, but they got through on penalties. And Sevilla go through as well after beating Hearts 3-1, which means the semi-finals are ourselves against Nice and Aston Villa against Sevilla. So yes, we play against Nice in the next round, and we'll show you that in the next episode. But the first leg of it, we'll play against Hibs, who we have been struggling against recently. So let's see how we do against them in the next episode, in the Championship group of our Scottish Premiership. And the first leg of the game against Nice as well. That could be a nice, interesting episode. Then the one after that, we play against Dundee United and Nice. And should we get through, we'll then play Celtic Rangers in the next one. And in the last episode of the season will be the final of the Euro Cup 2, the Europa Conference League thing. Still not sure what it's actually called. I'm sure it's the Conference League. But yes, if you have enjoyed this episode, us getting through just about against Dundalk, it should have been a lot easier than it was, but we made it tough, losing those late goals over in Ireland. We won 4-3 on aggregate. If you have enjoyed the episode, do leave a like, hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next episode where we play against Hibs and Nice, see you then.